Welcome to the roast of Mike Jerrick, hosted by your roast master for the day, Jason Martinez. Also appearing, Matt Cord, Joe Conklin, Alex Holly, Mark Summers, Sue Serio, Dr. Mike Sirigliano, Nate Rogers. You know him from the after show, Vince DeFrucio, and many more. But now, here's your host, Jason Martinez.
All right, everybody, welcome in. Welcome in to the first annual, because we're going to do this every year probably, the roast of Mike Jerrick. We love each other here at Fox 29, but this has got to be the most screwed up way to welcome back a guy who's had the cancer. I mean, Mike takes a month off recovering, and what do? We roast him. I mean, that's so dysfunctional, but when they asked me to do this, I couldn't agree quick enough. So we're here on Fox Local. Thanks for downloading the app on your smart TV. Mike's around the corner. We're going to be here for 30 to 45 to an hour, whatever it takes here, because it's an app and we don't have time constraints here. So it could be a long one. But we're going to be roasting the man, the myth, the Mike Jerrick, the human embodiment of, did he really just say that? It's the antics we love, right? He's licked microphones. He's eaten a cicada cheesesteak. He has gotten waxed. He's cursed on the air. He's opened his mouth for our food reviews and even opened his legs for Dr. Mike. There's really not a hole he won't open, ladies and gentlemen. So please welcome the man of the hour, Mike Jerrick. There he is. They asked me to do, please have a seat right there. That's where you're going to be stationed.
By the way,
yes?
I did wax again this morning.
And you look good.
For this. You want to see?
Look at, yeah, no. I think we can show that here on Fox Local. I'm not sure. So Mike Jerrick.
Nothing to see.
Welcome in. Grandfather, father, and sugar daddy to many lucky ladies over the years. We are so glad you're back and healthy. I mean, you can't kill this man, right? He's beat cancer and the Me Too movement. Impenetrable, this man is. Mike, you're the rock of Good Day Philadelphia, and by rock, I mean fossil. No, I kid. This man is ageless, right? He's got the stamina of a 24-year-old. He's the only guy who can pull an all-nighter, anchor Good Day, and still have the energy left for happy hour at Rouge. Yeah, those who know Mike best, though, they know he lives on a steady diet of stateside and chocolate. And by chocolate, I'm not talking about dessert. Ladies and gentlemen, and now to a man who has blown more hot air into a microphone than anybody in Philadelphia history, whether it be at a Sixers game or on the radio. Please welcome Mike Jerrick's Sin City bestie, Matt Cord, everybody, our first roaster.
Thank you, Jason. All right.
This is like a 5 below.
It is. It's brutal.
Okay. Jason Martinez is here. What, did Hank say no? But today we're here to roast one of the most accomplished, award-winning, gracious, humble, most trusted anchorman the city of Philadelphia has ever seen, Jim Gardner. No, Mike, I'm just kidding.
Sure.
But when Mike was born, his parents and the doctors and nurses, they all looked at him, and they all agreed that this guy's going to grow up and do amazing things. And then they all boarded the Mayflower and came over to America. Mike met his very first girlfriend on a TV newsroom set. And every girlfriend after that has been met on a swing set. Mike, we all know, went to the University of Kansas.
Oh, yeah.
Jayhawk. So did Wilt Chamberlain.
Yes.
And Wilt set many, many records during his career. Mike still has a chance to catch him on one of those records. We'll leave it at that. We all know Mike is old. In fact, this year, the candles on his birthday cake cost more than the actual cake. Mike is so old, he knew the Dead Sea when it was sick. But I love you, brother. I can't go anywhere else. Yeah, it's,
I love you.
I always say this too. When you're with Mike Jerrick and you're out and about in the town, it's like hanging out with Gandhi in a bread line. Everybody wants to come up to him. Yeah.
Man, you went easy on him. He has so much more ammunition, I know for a fact. All right, so our next roaster, ladies and gentlemen, quite literally may have saved Mike's life, and I'll never forgive him for that. Let's work our way over here. He's joining us via Zoom. Nobody wears a rubber glove like this man, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a gentle touch, but a voice that makes you want to go deaf. Please welcome the prostate checking king, Dr. Mike Sirigliano.
You know, Michael, we go way, way, way back. I fondly remember the first time you came to my office and said, "What do I do about shrinkage?" You know, there's a lot of ways to skin the cat with that. I did try to call you Big Daddy, but we took care of that problem. And over the years, the one memorable moment that I remember distinctly, I had made a green drink, and I just mixed a bunch of stuff together, and I said, "Don't drink it because it's not really made for human consumption." You drank it, and you said it tastes like something from a lawnmower that just cut the grass. And so, look, we've had a lot of good times together, and I love you. You are a part of my life. You're a great guy. Look, we've had man love, 14, 15 times. Like a record. You're my guy. I love you. I think you're great. I'm glad you're going to be around to 110. All right?
Yeah. All right. Love you, Dr. Mike. Love you, Mike. Mike, he has been inside you and still loves you.
He one time he found my car keys up my.
You don't even drive.
He doesn't drive anymore. He takes Uber. All right, coming up next, guys, we're going to hear from the woman who knows him better than any of us, his work wife, Alex Hawley, who's she's got so much dirt, but she's too classy to really bring it to light. So we'll hear from her. Are you excited to hear from you?
I actually trust her.
Do you?
To be kind.
Yeah. So we've heard from Matt Cord coming up, too. We'll also hear from Vince, the executive producer of Good Day.
Yep.
Of course, everybody knows the legendary Sue Serio. You guys have, well, he's got a whole script here, Mike, so we'll hear from them.
Just jokes.
Just jokes. All right, that's all coming up next here on the Roast of Mike Jerrick. And welcome back to the Roast of Mike Jerrick. You know, a lot of people don't know this here, but Mike has two co-anchors. Of course, Alex and Adrian, our HR director. Mike has an HR file so thick he's racked up more HR meetings than airtime, which is truly impressive. A true masterclass in how to keep our HR department truly busy. Adrian won't be joining us here tonight. She would be an amazing presenter if she could be here. She's in the corner taking notes, though, and adding to your file. Al, by the way, are you having fun? Do I need to straddle you for this?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
It just got better.
I mean, this is the lowest production roast you've ever seen. I'm going to work my way over to the computer. Alex had to go somewhere. I guess she didn't want to have to be here to see this. So Alex has her little note for you here. I'm going to take the mic off, put it here so you guys can hear it. And let's hear what Alex Hawley has to say about the great Mike Jerrick.
You know, Mike, as a person who sits beside you for about 5 hours straight every day, I had to sit this one out. You know that I know way too much, and I'm sure you don't want me going there. So what am I doing? I'm skipping town. I want no parts of this. And of course, I'm in coach, but you should already know that, because you always leave me back here while you're in first class whenever we have to travel. Yeah, good luck, buddy.
Oh. Mike likes the finer things in life, right? He does.
That is true.
Yeah. And you know, we heard from Matt compare you to Jim Gardner, and when you think Mike Jerrick, you do think true journalism. If you follow Mike on Instagram, you see it every day. His dedication to journalism is only rivaled by his commitment to finding a lovely lady to feature as his viewer pick of the day. Have you seen it? Always Mike and some hottie labeled viewer pick of the day. Yep. He's been photographed with more women than Hugh Hefner. Maybe he's our Hugh Hefner, I think so. So our next roaster has been getting way too much airtime. You know, for decades he's been behind the scenes putting, you know, newscasts together. But now that we have 24/7 content here on Fox Local, we put a mic in front of this man, and he has not shut up ever since. Please welcome Good Day Philadelphia's executive producer, Vince DiFruzio.
No pressure.
Looking sharp, my man.
It's a rental.
That's classy.
I think so.
Yeah.
Mike, it must be nice for you to see so many of your friends in one room like this. It must feel like one of your last interventions.
Tracy.
Oh, Tracy, maybe look that way.
It's a roast.
It's a roast. It's a roast. Don't worry. Nothing, no secrets here. What can you say about Mike? No one will ever call him Two-Face. He's actually on his fourth face. Ivana. She wrote that. No one really knows how old Mike is. The doctors say we're just going to have to cut him in half and count the rings. You okay? They only get better. I'm not saying Mike is old, but he remembers when the Liberty Bell was just dented. His first scripts were carved on stone tablets. Makes corrections a lot harder. Mike actually dropped his keys when Moses parted the Red Sea. Mike loves space, so you can imagine how excited he was when Dr. Mike told him they'd reach his prostate by going up Uranus. We're about a quarter way through. Mike used to enjoy sleeping naked, but that's changed ever since his housekeeper thought he was a wrinkled sheet and had him dry cleaned. Those aren't pillowcases. The question is why there were so many feathers. Everyone just assumed it would be Mike's liver that went first. There's no joke for that. It's no secret Mike likes his drink. His dating life might as well be called Guinness because it's all black and tan. Is Jim still there? Mike almost got the Wheel of Fortune job, but he turned it down when he heard Vanna White. We used to do a segment called Minute with Mike, but we had to stop after too many of his exes complained it was giving them PTSD. Mike without his prostate is like the sun without shine. Look at all the talent we've assembled here, really. I mean, we tried to get Gritty and the Fanatic here, but the best I could get was me, which is sort of like the human version of both of them.
Mayor liked that one.
Well, apparently. A lot of hurt feelings going around this room. I'm not saying this roast was hard to book, but we asked Drew to do it, and he went down and picked up dead fish instead. Speaking of dead fish, Mike loves to call everyone fish face, which makes sense when you think about it, because he's constantly swimming upstream and usually floundering. It was great yesterday. You came back, and we had former Mayor Michael Nutter in here to share his story. And, you know, everyone needs a nutty buddy. We reached out to Mayor Kenny. He said that you're beloved in South Philly. In fact, if you were any more of an icon down there, they'd build a wooden box around you. Normally, when you have surgery like this, they remove the organ and they send it off for testing. But in this case, they're going to bronze your prostate and give it to Rouge. It's going to have its own table there. It's where it's most comfortable. It's where it wanted to be. Mike recently admitted to having a risque dream about a coworker.
I never should have said that.
You're welcome. I asked eye contact, Mike, which is weird because, you know, Dr. Mike said it's totally normal, that exam, but I don't know why he had you facing him and making eye contact. I guess
Both his hands were on my shoulder.
Yeah, we each learned something that day. I did ask Mike what the worst part of this whole experience was, and he said it wasn't so much, it wasn't bad enough they kept drawing your blood, but it was the nurse who kept telling you you'd feel a small prick. And there's no need to get personal like that. What do you say about Mike's style there? Look at him. I mean, God. He wears women's jackets, boots, tight pants. It's like Tanya Tucker's giving you the morning news.
I can't get past the wrinkled sheet.
This is the last one. I do want to get serious. You know, we have a big election coming, and you know, so much uncertainty in the air. You know, I've heard people worried about this Project 2025, but not you. You told me 2025 is the age range on your Tinder bio. Who's ready for it? Love you, Mike. Love you. Awesome. Thank you, buddy. Love you. Love you. Follow that, Jason. Could you help me?
Dad. This guy's a hot mess. We should have played that orchestra music to get you off the stage a little early. Good God. I feel like you've been working on that for, you know, years.
There's a couple I couldn't even go with.
Right. All right. Good job, Vince. You know, I hear Mike's not really, it's actually not clear if he's a morning person or not. He's more like the barometer of Good Day Philadelphia newsroom. The staff doesn't need a weather forecast. They just check Mike's mood to see if it's gonna be a sunny day or a stormy day. You guys know what I'm talking about? When he walks in with that morning scowl, everyone knows tread lightly, keep the coffee flowing. But when he's all smiles, it's just like a holiday miracle. You know, that's what they say. Mike's mood swings are the only thing more unpredictable than Philadelphia weather, right, Sue? Yeah, that's what they say. So please welcome the legendary Sue Serio. That's right, she's going to follow Vince. We love Sue. Here you go.
I'm gonna take that. All right.
Is this, you got a visual presentation for us?
I do, because I just couldn't bring myself to say mean things about Mike Jerrick because everybody else is. So I've known you since 1999.
August of 99.
And the very first week that you were on Good Day Philadelphia that year, the end of that week, you walked across the street to the bus stop and dropped your pants. And I knew it was going to be fun, fun, fun ever since then. So I just thought I would let you humiliate yourself instead of me humiliating you by showing visuals. Now, I posted most of these on my social over the weekend, but Mike will not, there's nothing you won't do, like Jughead. That was, all right, let's see who is next. There we go. We've got, You'll be a snowman. That one wasn't too bad, but it's just fun to look back, isn't it? At all the weird things you would do. Yeah, my favorite numbskull. Wasn't that sweet? And you scare us all every day. This is my favorite picture. You'll climb into a coffee cup with.
You know what that is?
A lot of people didn't know that was Danya Archer, who used to anchor this show. You were Hall and Oates for Halloween. Yeah, and this of course is a tea party. Look at all. See, you lead and we follow, looking like idiots. Yeah, this one is one of my favorites, and you're always so serious about it because you want to be accurate. I think my face says it all in this one. I was the queen, the late queen. Elizabeth. I can't be her anymore. Mike, well, Donna Beret at the, yeah, this is appropriate for the Olympics. That was Bastille Day a couple of years ago. And this was last Halloween. He was Weird Barbie. Yeah, yeah. And I was Donna Kelsey. I was your mom. And yeah, there he is with, I don't even know what that is. But do you feel like, you know, this is great? It's never boring working with Mike Jerrick, even with a pie on his head. That was Pie in the Sky. That's our friend Chanel. And this is one of my favorites. At the morning meeting with no pants on. There's nothing he won't do. So yeah, there we go. Maybe that's a good way to that's him. Well, you don't want to know what's on the other side of that. Oh yeah, the lederhosen. What's that in your mouth?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah, but okay. So, Lobster Man. And I think that might be. Is that it? One more. Okay. Oh yeah, we were Grease. You were. Yeah, we did. We go together like Rama Lama Ding Dong. Okay.
Wonderful.
Little break in.
Hug it out. Give each other a hug.
It's more like this is your life.
I know, it really is. Oh, memories. All right, you got to get this back.
Retirement party.
Really does.
Well,
Speaking of that, I'm waiting.
it's almost like a funeral here. I mean, he's not dead. He's alive and well, but how, you know, now we need more ammunition for when we do speak at your funeral. Well, you know, because this is what it's going to be like, except worse, probably, because you won't be there. Boy, that got dark. That got really dark. All right, coming up next. We're going to take a little break. Coming up next, his longtime friend, former host of that show Double Dare, Mark Summers, will join us to roast Mike Jerrick, and more coming up next on the Roast of Mike Jerrick. All right, and welcome back to the greatest low-budget roast you'll ever see in Philadelphia on Fox Local. Is it everything you thought it would be, Mike?
I'm really overwhelmed.
I bet you are. You know, a lot of these folks in the audience are your coworkers. I mean, I'm sure you guys all. What do you guys think so far? Is this everything you'd hoped it would be, Tracy?
Oh, and more. The Guinness joke.
Oh yeah, the Guinness joke wins. Jody?
Yes, I literally had like tears coming out of my eyes.
Linda, there was a few times where I heard you go, oh.
Because everything's true.
Yeah, that's the thing. And we're barely scratching the surface. Sam wants nothing to do with it. See, Vince and Sam, he talks too much. She doesn't want to say anything. Anything that you are thinking when you're watching Mike Jerrick go through this?
I just keep watching his reaction to see how I should react.
Yeah, if he's laughing, then it's okay to laugh. Exactly. And by the way, Mike's going to get a chance. Are you thinking of jokes in your head right now when you come up to roast the rest of us?
You better believe it.
Yeah,
and you're number one.
All right. Mark Summers over here. We're going to hear from him, former host of Double Dare. He does Food Network stuff, too. He does a lot of food stuff. Very famous. He's been part of the show for a long time, Good Day Philadelphia. So, and by the way, his thing on Double Dare, remember, it was do you want to dare or do you want the physical challenge? And your whole life has been the physical challenge. Here's Mark Summers, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey there, Mark Summers here, and I can't tell you how excited I am to do this. I have some copious notes here. The first time I moved to Philly back in 1986, which is when you began as a weekend sportscaster at KYW, and I was blown away by what a natural you were. Those shows you did with Pat Starocki, they were unbelievable. Wait, what? We're not honoring Yuki Washington? Okay, so here we go. Good morning, everybody. Hey, Bob. You have the biggest personality in town, and it's just so clever how you do the traffic reports and have those little Philly-isms, which I love. You know, you are truly a unique broadcaster, and whenever I'm in town, you're the first person I look to find. You're a legend in the What? We're not honoring Bob Kelly? Who are we honoring? Mike Jerrick? Mike Jerrick, he didn't get fired, did he? I know he's not been he's doing okay, isn't he? Oh, okay. All right. Hey, Mike, how are you? It's your old pal, Mark Summers. And, you know, we've been friends for, 30, maybe 40 years. I don't even remember exactly how we met. I think we were both doing two obscure talk shows in New York City, and we would be on each other's shows, and that was fantastic. And when I moved to Philly, and we got to hang out all the time, go to dinner, and, you know, the toughest part about being with you in Philly is trying to walk from one side of the city to the other because you'd get stopped everywhere. People wanted to do selfies and just talk. And that's because you are an amazing broadcaster. There aren't many folks left like you. And you could be, well, you could be the mayor of Philly if that's what you really wanted. Anyway, I just wanted to say I wish I could be there, how much I love you, and that I am super glad that you're feeling great. And you always look great, son of a gun. I don't know how you do it, but you do it. Look forward to the next time we're together, and congratulations on all your success.
Thank you, Mark Summers, apparently from Iraq, on that, the quality of that video.
See, that's the way this should be. Right. He was so sweet.
Right.
What happened to all of you?
But Mike Jerrick running for mayor, I mean, what would the skeletons there say? What would the attack ads look like there? We will have to see. I don't think politics are in his future, so I think we're good to go. Speaking of everybody around town knows Mike, just a quick story. Every time I'm with him, yes, people want pictures. And Mike's always kind, and he'll say, "Hey, you know Jason too, right? He does our evening news." And I go, "Yeah. Can he take our picture?" So that's what I do. I'm the designated picture taker for Mike Jerrick. All right, it's true. Coming up next, Joe Conklin and Mike Jerrick himself will get a chance to defend himself. That's coming up on the roast of Mike Jerrick. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm on my second vodka here. Kidding. I'm just trying to honor Mike. This is the most dysfunctional way to honor this man who just came back from cancer. Whose idea was this, right, by the way? He's back from cancer. Let's roast him. I mean, are you okay?
No, not really.
You'd rather be home with, still recovering probably. Do you do any impressions, or have you ever heard of somebody doing an impression of you?
No, I never have. I've asked, is this Joe Conklin?
Yeah, it's going to be Joe.
I asked him to try me, but nobody could get it.
All right, let's see, ladies and gentlemen, Joe Conklin, known from WIP. He's a comedian, he's hilarious. So Joe Conklin and one of his good buddies joining us now to roast Mike.
Hi, Mike. This is Merrill Reese, NFL Hall of Famer and voice of the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike, they asked me to roast you, but I've got to thank you. I thank you for giving me the courage to stop dyeing my hair and let the natural gray shine on through. When you went your natural gray, I thought it looked so good that I should try it. And I gotta tell you, I've gotten endless compliments. It's one of the best decisions I've ever made. And surprisingly, ever since I followed your lead, Mike, I've been dating beautiful young black women. So thank you, Mike. Thank you very much.
Nailed it. Joe Conklin in the form of Merrill Reese. Did you ever think?
No. Merrill Reese.
The guy has a type. Leave him alone, right? Pretty good, though.
You should have seen my urology doctor.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a little too much. Finally, we've hit too much. Is it time to welcome Mike in? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, finally. Let the man come up and defend himself. This is like when the defense gets a chance now to come up to the stand and cross-examine. Mike Jerrick, everybody!
Thank you. I'm glad we're wrapping up. It's time to change my diaper, actually. You've heard about the prostate thing? Yeah. No, thank you all for doing this. This is a lot of fun. I was a little nervous, but it turned out very well. And as parting gifts, I stopped by the clinic, and each one of you who came up gets a piece of my prostate. Matt? There's a whole bag full if you want to pass it around.
The sack of prostate.
And Vince, I just wanted to give you just a few more minutes. I know you have a couple more in you.
Yeah?
Come on.
Oh, God.
Now, they edited the sickle cell joke, right?
No.
Do you have one more?
You put the sick in sickle cell, don't you?
Thank you.
I don't have any more.
That's it?
I mean, what do you want to talk about?
Well, if you don't have any more, then I'm going to say.
I'll go ahead and yeah.
I'm just going to say thank you. I'm so happy to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm just so effing happy to be back with all of you.
Yeah.
And this is on the app.
Yes.
Cancer. Thank you all very much.
Love you. Glad you're back. All right, that's it. We're saying goodbye. Thanks to Joe Conklin, Mark Summers, Mike Jerrick, Matt Cord, Vince, Sue, everybody else. Thanks for watching on Fox Local. I'm Jason Martinez. We love you, Mike.